Let's talk about the 7 pillars of a high converting offer. If you want to sell any coaching, product, services, online courses, and your offer is not designed in the right way, chances are it's going to bomb. How do you know it's not going to work? Because no one is going to buy it. So what we're going to do today is making sure that your offer is designed in a way that people see it and they say, oh my God, I need to have it. I want it. And I'm going to guide you through 7 principles of designing your offer and how they work together. Now, I'm going to give you, there are going to be some visual references as well. It's going to be step by step. So cannot wait to get started. Make sure you take pen and paper. Where are we in there? Yeah, write on your phone. I mean, it doesn't have to be pen and paper. I'm just so used to say that. If you don't know me, my name is Simone Vincenzi. I'm the co-founder of GTeX, and we turn experts into authorities. In particular, if you are looking to build strategic partnership, increase your visibility, build your community, and create recurring revenues, in particular using webinars, then you are in the right place. So let's get going with the offer creation. I call it the high converting offer formula because, of course, we need to have a fancy name for everything that we do. That's, been to school, I've learned that, signature methodology, So high converting offer formula, let's go with the first step. And here we go. So the first part of designing a high converting offer is being clear about the purpose of that offer. And it's not the purpose for you. Of course you want to make money and of course you want to serve them. But what is the transformation that you are going to provide to that person? So even before you start creating that offer, be clear about the purpose. What is the transformation that you want to provide? What is, who is it for, what is the before, and what is the after? Because instead of thinking, oh, what am I going to create? Now you're putting yourself in the shoes of your ideal client. And by being clear by what the transformation you're going to provide, now it will help you also select the right elements for that offer that are going to be the necessary step for that person to have the transformation that they want. And that's the first step. So the purpose is the first step. So let's say that I want to sell you a program on webinars. And the ideal client is a coach, a speaker, a trainer. The transformation is, I'm confused. I don't know how to create a webinar that converts, or my webinars don't convert. The transformation is, I'm going to have a high converting webinar presentation before and after. So now it gives me boundaries on what to create. So transformation and the purpose comes first. Then the second point is the benefits. After you're clear about the transformation, you want to be as clear as possible and how, on a practical level, what you're going to offer is going to benefit that particular person. How is going to benefit them financially? How is going to benefit them in terms of time? So how is going to get them to save time or make more time for the things that they are important for them? Time saving is a big reason why people buy things and people buy courses and programs. They don't have to figure things out on their own. They can save days, weeks, months, or even years just by buying your program or working with you. Also, how is going to improve their quality of life? Be very specific. How is going to improve their financial situation, their quality of life, their time? How is going to improve their self-image as well? How is it going to benefit them personally? Now, if you think, well, but Simone, I'm selling something more abstract like spirituality, or I'm selling something to help people love themselves. Well, it's not abstract because it will have very real consequences, right? The very real benefits. If I love myself, I'm able to earn more money because I feel I deserve more, so I can charge more, or I can ask for a pay rise. See how do we take something a bit more abstract to concrete? If I love myself, I'm able to say no more often. Therefore, I will have more time for things that really matter to me. If I love myself, it's going to improve my quality of life because I'm not miserable anymore. And then how is it going to improve the sense of self? Well, I will have a better relationship with myself, which is going to improve the relationship that I have with others as well. So it's your role to explain clearly the benefits that someone is going to have. And that starts by being clear about what benefits you want to you want to communicate. And that's, see how we are going first from the purpose and the benefits even before we design the offer, which is the next step, the delivery. Then if you want to give them this transformation that will give them this kind of benefits, what can you include and what do you need to teach them, or what do they need to experience for them to get that results? So now you can walk backward. You can say, okay, this is where they are, this is where they want to be. The camera, we go. This is where they are, this is where they want to be. What's the gap in between? What are the pieces of content I need to deliver? And how do I need to deliver them so they can get the transformation? Now, if your promise is big, it means that there will be more content. If your promise is very specific and your purpose is very specific, that's where you can have less content. So then it will be like a smaller program. For example, going back, I'm going to sell something to help people creating high converting webinars. The purpose is they don't have a webinar, they have a high converting webinar. The benefits is that they attract more clients, they're going to have something that it will onboard more clients at the same time, so they can sell one-to-many instead of selling one-to-one, blah, 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 the other benefits. How is it delivered? Well, depends also how much I want to charge. I can deliver this as a one-to-one. I can deliver this as an online program. How I can deliver this as a group program. I can choose, but now I will have my content, and then I say, okay, how do I want to deliver it? One-to-one, group program, just an online course, because then when we are going to the price, that will matter. So then you're going to that next step. So let's say that, for example, I've decided I want to create only an online course. So it's just going to be videos and worksheets delivered online. That's the delivery. Cool. Fairly simple to create and deliver. The next step is talking about the bonuses. Now, bonuses are crucial for an offer because it's what's going to say someone, yes, I'm going to buy right now. As human beings, we respond to scarcity and urgency. Something that gives us a push to buy that particular product. For example, I love hummus. I absolutely love hummus. I love it. And when I go to the supermarket to buy my hummus, there is always that offer. One, I'm in the UK, so it's one for £1.20, two for £2. How many do I buy? 4. Just because I love that so much. But I never buy one. Why? Because it gives me a reason to buy 2. As human beings, we need a reason to buy now. We need a reason to buy. So when you're creating bonuses, your bonuses needs to be relevant to helping them getting that results faster or giving them additional results that they will pay for. It's not something that you have created 5 years ago, is an ebook that you've done 5 years ago and you just want to chuck it in there. That's a bonus. That's a very lame bonus. People are not going to respond to that. But if you say, there is this online course to help you create high converting webinars, and as a bonus, I will also give you a slide deck template so you can immediately work on the slides. You see, it's something that is going to save you time, that you will need anyway, and is another reason for you to buy. But you only get the slide template if you buy it right now. Now, I want to buy it right now because I'm going to get something relevant. So that's an example. Let's move to the next step. So purpose, benefits, delivery, bonuses. We're going to the price. Oh, the price. How much shall I charge? Is the question. If I had a dollar for every time I've been asked this question, I would be a billionaire by now. Because it's the question that everyone asks. How much shall I charge? Now remember that price is very subjective at the beginning. Of course you can do testing, of course there are more sophisticated ways to find out the right pricing, but this is my favorite one. Ask yourself this question: what is the highest amount I'm willing to charge for this particular offer that still feels a bargain to the person that buys it? So what is the highest amount I can charge for this particular offer that still inside me feels a bargain for the other person that is going to buy it? Now, I love this question because pricing is very subjective. The same thing you can charge $1 or $1,000. And you will find same, like group programs that they are incredible. They sell for $500 and the same one sell for $50,000. Why is that? Because the price is subjective. But also there is something called price consciousness, which means if you're not feeling inside and if you don't know 100% and if you don't feel it that this is actually a great deal, but you think you're overpricing this or maybe it's too low, which means you feel that you are resenting it, which is the other part, right? Then you're not going to, one, if you're resenting it because it's too low, you're not going to sell it again, or you're not going to have a good experience. And two, if you're overpricing and overcharging, then you will not be confident in selling it. So that question allows you to find that number, which is the right number for you, based on what you want to sell. And that's a starting point. Then you can test. And then you can go up or down after the testing. So that's the price. And the last one is the upsell. Immediately after you create your main offer and this first one, then you want to think, what am I going to sell next? What's the relevant next step that I could potentially offer my clients? Now, you don't need to figure it out straight away, but having an idea up front, it will help you see more detail in the context of the lifetime value of a client and the other things that they could buy, not just as a one-off sale and as a one-off client. So now you can already think about retention and how can you serve them better. So if you're looking at the example of webinars, I've created an offer called the Webinar Conversion Kit. It's $30. It's a video training course with a manual and the resources that helps you create a high converting webinar presentation in 3 hours or less. It works, it's simple, there is a slide deck included, it's $30. That's my price. And the upsell, we have a group program where we create the webinar together. So immediately I'm thinking, okay, if they buy this, now they want to create their webinar funnels. And so we have a group program for that. And that's the next step. So now think about you and what you want to sell. What is the purpose? What are the benefits? How you're going to deliver it? What bonuses are you going to give? How much you're going to charge? What's the right price? And what you're going to sell next. If you do that, you will have an incredible offer and you can see starts from the planning phase. Now, I'm curious. Let me know in the comments, what was the biggest takeaway and the biggest highlight for you in this particular process? What did you get the most out of this? I want to know. And also if you have any other questions, I'm more than willing to create other podcasts on this or other videos. So let me know in the comments as well. If you have not subscribed, make sure also you hit that subscribe button. Now to wrap up, actually the webinar conversion kit is something that really exists. So check it out either at webinarconversionkit.com or you can find the link in the comments or in the show notes. That's where you can get it for only $30 if you're interested in creating high converting webinars in only 3 hours. Having said that, thank you again for being on this video, and until next time, remember that together we grow exponentially. Ciao!